Okay, here's what we're doing today on the Jeep. There was an aftermarket stereo in it. It wasn't very good, and the reason why is because all these wires were plugged into the back of the stereo with wire nuts. Some of them weren't connected. It was just really bad. So I went out and I got I found it on eBay. It's this just a cheapo stereo of some sort. It's called a Boss, and it's got the flip out screen that comes up. So I don't know, it was like $109. So I figured I'd give it a shot and see how it was. Read a couple reviews on it, said sounds pretty good. Sometimes people are having issues with installation, but I try to get away from that. I'm not going to be able to show you on the camera because it's written in fine print. Well, some of these like the white wire, you can read it. But on your Jeep wiring harness, labeled right on the wire, is what the wire is for. So left front negative, that's your left front speaker, the negative side. When you get the new stereo, it's going to come with your wiring harness, and they're going to have tags all over it. Okay, so then you just got to look at left front speaker negative right there, and it happens to be the same color, white with a black stripe in it. So I'm going to go ahead and go through all these wires, figure out where they go. There's two harnesses on your Jeep. Mine's a 99, so I don't know. I think a 96, 97, 8, and 99. I think they're the same. I know the dashboard changes after that, so they may have changed the wiring harness because of the different stereo, but mine happens to have two wiring harnesses. This is like the back side of the speakers. These are like the front speakers, plus the yellow wire. It's going to say constant. So this is what keeps your memory on your radio and your clock. So when your key is turned off, your radio keeps its memory, keeps its clock, and all that stuff. And then you have your red wire. This is your keyed wire. So this wire you want to have shut power off to the radio, to the lights and everything on the radio when the key is turned off. And then the rest of it is just non-essentials. Like I have a power antenna wire and like a mute wire and some other stuff that I don't need. Now there's also on this radio, the new one, there's for the rear view camera. I don't have a rear view camera, but there's a port for it. So you'd have to find out, when you buy your rear view camera, that wire will go to here, the power side would go to here, and then the negative would go to your body somewhere. And then there's some other stuff. Parking brake. Now the parking brake is for, I know what this is for because I did it on my other truck. The parking brake is so that you can watch DVDs on your radio, on the TV screen, when you're in park and the parking brake is locked on. I'm not going to go through it, but there is a way to go ahead and jump this to another existing wire so that you can have video playing on the screen while you're in drive or just in park without the parking brake on. And then the rest is just self-explanatory. I got all my speakers here. And all the speakers are right here. I have, like I said, the key one. This one goes to the ground. This one, I don't know what key input is. I got a key input 1, key input 2, and key ground. They have this shrink wrap over them, so it kind of means that these wires here are just, for special needs, like special applications. I don't really think I'll be using these. I'll read into it a little bit more. But as far as I'm concerned, the only wires that I'm going to need today are these ones. This is all my speakers, and then my grounds and my powers. And then these ones will just get tucked away. These ones here, this has got a piece of tape over it that isn't used. That's for that parking, or that, what is this? That's for power antenna. Don't need that. These are all speakers. These are all speaker wires. Let's see. One of these is my illumination wire. That's my illumination there. That's the constant power. Okay. And then, well, whatever. I got all my speaker wires and all the other wires I need right here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all these ends, and then we're gonna get to putting these together, soldering them together, shrink wrapping them together the proper way, and then we'll do the install. So hang on 1 second. All right, with all my wires stripped that I need and the other ones set aside, these ones I don't need, so I just tape them together. These 4 are good to go and stripped. These 6 are good to go and stripped, and that one's set aside. Luckily for me, all the color-coded wires, the green solid goes to green, and the green stripe goes to green stripe. Purples are the same. All the wire colors are perfect. On my Ford F350, the wire harness that I got was a bunch of different colors, but doesn't really matter because everything's labeled with this. This is going to work out good. So now I'm just going to set up my iron, and we're going to go ahead and solder these wires together and shrink wrap every single one of them. So I'll be right back. All right, so the way that I'm going to twist these wires, a lot of people just hold them together like this and just twist them, right? And then fold it over. Well, I like to do it a little bit different. I like to put them together like this. Go one over forward and one over backward. Twist it over like this. And it makes a nice tight barrel like that. Okay? Then what you want to do is get yourself a nice flux for wiring. And then I'm just going to take a little pick of some sort. I'm just going to dab a little bit on there. Okay, I've just put some solder on the iron, and I'll just sit this on here, get it nice and hot. And when the wire's hot enough, it'll draw the solder in, and everything will turn silver. Just like that. Okay, so now that that's all soldered up, you just want to let it cool down a little bit, and I'm going to just go ahead and ram it over because it'll help it shrink. But then you have your shrink wrap tubing that's still on there, just pull it right over. Okay, and then get yourself a lighter. I only have MAP gas here. And there you go. That's a nice solid joint, not going to come apart. Good electrical contact, and you're good to go. I won't. Alright, so these ones are all done. This is for power antenna, don't need it. Speaker wires are all done on this side. These are the ones that I don't need on this side. And the speaker wires are done on this side, minus these guys here that I don't need. And the only thing left to do is the ground wire, but that's on the inside of the Jeep. Goes to the body, so I'll do that once I get inside. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some tape and just get these ends, make sure that they don't have any bare wires on them like this one does. I'll tape these shut, and then I'll just get these all together and tape them together so that they're out of the way. Alright, so it's back in the hole. Let's see what we got. Alrighty. Radio station. Let's see what this thing does. Okay.
What alias this?
All right, it works. Let me shut this down. It's got this protective thing over it. And there you go. There's all the features. I'm gonna go ahead, go through this thing and tune it in and see what we got. That's in there. So I was just messing around with it a little bit before I take off. Oh, battery's dead. And there's, you know, the hands-free, so you got the cell phone, you can run through it. You could run your Bluetooth, which is streaming, so then I can run, you know, my music off my phone. I just press it on my phone and it goes right ahead. You got your phone button, so you can go back to, you know, this screen. It's pretty cool stereo. I mean, I don't like it so much that this screen doesn't go up all the way, and I thought it was because the vents were in the way, but it's not. It just doesn't go up any further than this, so it's tipped down just a little bit. But I don't know. I'll get used to it, and then if you just don't want it, you can just put it away, and then it's just like a normal head unit right there. So I don't know. It's pretty good. So again, please rate, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.